I'm Nick.
I'm Alex.
And we're the Brew Guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Alex.
What do we got planned for today?
We don't have a whole lot planned for today, but it's been a couple weeks since we've been on.
Yeah,
We're kind of just like going on without notice. But I figured it's time for us to like get some sort of consistency in this Brew Guys thing, whether it's a mini post every day or going live or doing whatever it is we're going to do. I don't know. But today we're going to try a beer that I've never had before, and a beer that Alex has never had before, but a beer that we've been asked to try to replicate. Purple Grain by the Sturgis Brewing Company. It's actually not that far away from here.
It's a mixed berry ale made with blueberry and elderberry juice and other natural flavors.
Sounds like it might be delicious. I've been told it's pretty tasty.
Elderberry's good for you too, right?
Is it? I don't know. I don't know anything about elderberry or any kind of berries. I've never tried this. I've told it's pretty good, and I've been asked to try to replicate this beer. So the first step in something like that
To try the beer.
is to taste it. It was clear until it got to the bottom. Uh-oh. It was nice and clear, but then there was like fruit junk at the bottom of the glass. So if you can avoid the bottom of the can, do so.
What if I want the fruit?
You don't want the chunks.
Yeah, I don't want the junk. That color.
What do we say? Mixed berry ale made with blueberry and elderberry juice. So mixed berry ale. Nothing about being sour. It's just like berries. Mm-hmm. Just a berry ale by Sturgis.
No ABV listed.
That's fine. I don't list my ABV either. So anyways, what do you think of the color?
I think it looks nice.
Yeah, it looks like
It looks
looks
like
like
a berry.
a Miss Berry for sure. Lots of juice in this beer.
Smells berry.
Yep, it smells like berries.
Yeah.
Do you
Cheers.
think it tastes like beer at all? Cheers.
Probably not.
It just tastes like juice.
It does. I don't really taste any alcohol.
I don't taste any beer. It's not sour. I was actually expecting a sour beer. I think the berries in a sour beer would be really tasty. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very berry. What did we say? Blueberry, elderberry. You know what blueberries taste like?
Yeah.
Do you know what elderberries are?
I know.
I don't have any idea.
It's that other taste.
It has to be the other flavor, right?
Yeah.
It's not blueberries, but like
You can taste it.
it has to be a similarity with blueberries for sure. It's very mixed. It's purple beer.
It's not bad. It's kind of tasty.
Just tastes like juice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a blueberry juice.
It's very bubbly too.
It
Like
is.
yours is
It is.
very
It's still-
carbonated.
It's still going.
That's crazy. Very highly carbonated. Do you think you could make something like this?
With your expertise,
No. Not with me. Do you think you could make something like this?
I think we could get something similar.
No. Stop saying you and we. I want to know you.
Me?
You.
By myself.
Yes.
I don't think I could.
Well,
What?
I want you to be able to do something like this. I want you to like drink a beer and be like, "Oh, I can do that."
Make something similar, yeah.
Right? I have ideas in my head already. Like I could make this beer.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be? Can we make this exact beer? Can we replicate this exact beer? No.
Mm-hmm.
But can you get something close? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you think about it, and how would you start?
Well, first we gotta think of the grain. What grain we get in
Right. Well,
for an ale?
do you taste any grain in it?
No, you don't.
Do you taste any beer in it?
No,
So
Not
is the base beer gonna matter?
not really.
Not really.
I feel like you drowned it out with those berries.
That's exactly it. So, if you're going to do something that's going to be completely overwhelmed with other flavors, what are you going to put in it?
2-row.
2-row.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just 4 bags.
Yeah, 4 bags, 5 bags. I mean, we don't have an ABV on this, but I would say this
It's probably not very high
this is
at
a
all.
4-bag beer. Then what? How are you going to ferment it? What kind of yeast are you going to use?
Something that doesn't produce off flavors.
Right. Are you going to put your whip beer
No.
yeast in this?
No.
No?
That's one that you would not put.
Okay, so you want something
Probably.
clean. You don't
Yeah.
want to taste the yeast.
Yeah.
Right? So what yeast is that?
What SR23?
That's a lager yeast. We want it. This is an ale.
Ale. So
Right, so it's an ale. You want it
USO5.
clean. USO5. There you go. So you got 2-row. You got USO5. How are you going to hop it? Is this a bitter beer?
no,
No,
not really.
not at all.
Yeah.
Because the hops aren't important. So how are you going to hop it? You have to hop it.
Yeah. Comet.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter
does,
which
yeah.
hop. You're going to put them in at 60 minutes. How high is that IBU scale going to get? Is it going to be Hazy Train,
No.
bitter?
No, it's
Is it
gonna
going to
be
be
low.
very low? Like, how low? Mainline low?
Probably.
Beam low?
Probably a beam low.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're looking at, 16 to 20 IBUs, whatever the software says, 4 bags, like we're looking at a pound of Comets and 4 bags of grain, USO5. And then what? Then what do we do?
Our flavor, our berries. Are you putting that in with the whirlpool?
So
Boiling off
fruit. Have we done fruit? No,
I've added fruit after.
you
but
have
I
added
haven't
fruit. Where do you add the fruit?
in the fermenting.
Yeah,
process.
so you add it in the fermenter. When do you add it into the fermenter?
2 days, depending.
So think about apparent attenuation and where the
Yeah.
fermentation process is. Where do you add it?
50.
50, 60%? Yeah.
Towards
So
the
like
end, so you really
towards the end, you're going to add the fruit. You're going to introduce more sugars. And if you're going to package something like this, and there's still yeast in it because we don't filter, we don't pasteurize, so there is still live active yeast in all our beverages. You want all the sugars that you introduce into the beer to completely ferment out. Because if you package it and there's still sugars in there and there's still yeast in there,
then it'll keep
they're
on
going to
going,
ferment. And then this is going to explode,
And
which is not okay. We don't want cans that explode. So we add fruit in the fermenter, about that 50, 60% apparent attenuation, just to give the yeast a chance to ferment through the extra sugars that we do add into it. You blow off a little bit of the aroma because you're producing carbon dioxide and the aroma is going to escape. But I don't think it's enough to really make a difference. I care more about exploding cans than I do it smelling just a little bit extra.
yeah.
Right. So there you go.
Is that just a puree? Just like
Yeah,
a
we
blueberry
would just
puree
use a
and
puree, blueberry and elderberry, and this says other natural flavors.
vanilla.
That doesn't really mean a whole lot
Yeah.
to me. I don't know.
Throw some
Maybe you
vanilla
could
in
add some vanilla in it. I probably wouldn't. It would just be blueberries and elderberries. And elderberries, just because nobody knows what they are probably pretty expensive.
Yeah, they probably are.
So who knows? I don't know. So what do you think? Like, we've talked through this. Can you make this beer?
Yeah. It's
Doesn't seem
there's
that
not
difficult,
much
does it?
to it. Yeah, there's not much to it at all.
Maybe it's something we'll consider this spring.
Yeah, throw something new in there.
Do you like it?
I think it's good.
Do you really like it?
I mean, I wouldn't drink very many of them. I
No.
feel like it would.
Right. See, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
I'm not a fruity beer person either. So,
I feel after about one or two, I'd be like, all right,
yeah.
I have some real beer.
Have some real beer.
Yeah.
Real beer. Unfruited beer.
Yeah, that's what it is. So, I mean, this is like similar to strawberry, right?
Right. So this is very much along the lines. If we didn't have strawberry, maybe we would have like a purple grain, like elderberry, blueberry. Although I think strawberry is very much has a more known flavor, and I think it feels more springy than blueberries do. Blueberries feel like fall to me.
Yeah,
This beer feels like a fall beer.
you can see yourself drinking it in the fall.
Yeah.
The leaves falling down.
Right? Drinking elderberries and blueberries and having a pumpkin spice latte.
There you go.
What do you think? Overall impression?
It's good. It's good. I mean, like you said, there's not much other flavors other than that blueberry and elderberry.
Right, it's very fruit forward. I think Sturgis Brewing Company did a fantastic job. Congratulations. It's very well done. I would like to see a little bit more beer flavor, but that's my own personal opinion. However, I was told that this is the best beer ever, and we need to make a beer just like it. So maybe
Yeah,
something
we
we'll
have a beer
consider
similar.
in the spring, summertime as we get into it. We need to take inventory.
Yeah,
We-
end of the year inventory.
Yeah, so we need to take like super inventory, and we're behind. I was actually looking at kegs yesterday.
Yeah.
We're about to be hurting, buddy.
Yeah.
We've kind of been slacking the last 6 weeks or so, and it's catching up with us.
I looked in there the other day, and there's not much in there.
Yep,
I mean, we have everything that we need, but
everything we need. and
There's
we
just
can-
not much of
We can
it.
get by until we have more of the stuff that we need, but
Mm-hmm.
I think the next couple of weeks we're gonna be under a lot of pressure, which is
got
good.
all stocked up.
It's the beginning of the year, so we're gonna like start really cranking into it, and then come March, April, we're gonna start really feeling the pressure of spring and summer,
Yeah.
which is when we get really busy.
Yeah,
And that will make almost a year that you've been out there.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
So
Just,
congratulations.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you for like
A year of learning.
taking a load off my plate. All right, that's about it. I'm Nick,
I'm Alex.
and we're the Brew Guys.
Happy New Year's.
Happy
to
New Year.
everyone.